2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northwest Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
So that's the final word from Beamer. Let's see how this one goes. Time for the second shot into the first. Going with the pitching wedge here. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. So it'll be a par to start their round.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Well, that's a handy shot. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. Unable to find the green on this one. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Okay, time to return to the action. Playing their fourth shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? This is a bogey putt coming up. Oh, that's a nice line. Currently at +1 for the tournament. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. Lining up from the sand now. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This one to save par. This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Justin Thomas, currently in top spot. Next up is this par 4 hole. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. That got a little out of control, I think.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
For the par.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
Looking at a par 5 here.
What happened there? That's not your best effort. Second shot here on the 5th.
Oh, absolutely flushed.
Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. Time now for the 4th shot. 5 shots off the lead.
Yeah, that one will play.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
This putt for par here.
With this putt, he'll have HV3 in his wake.
This one's tracking. And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Trailing by 4 strokes. This one's a par 3. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Oh, that was pure.
From about 130 yards here. 3 shots off the lead. Great shot into the 7th and a chance for birdie. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
This one's looking good.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Oh, Canada! Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. Here we have a short par 5. From around 180 yards out. Just 3 strokes back. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 back from the leader. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. That's pretty tidy. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Going with the 7.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival Harold Varner III has a worthy competitor this week.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Looking good.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par.
And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in 2nd place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
That's a bit out of shape. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Oh, well done. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Now, that looked pretty good the whole way.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Oh, get in. Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Time to tee off on the 11th.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
Got to try and save the par here.
Surely it's going to.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Currently at -4 overall. Time to face a par 4 now. Oh, well played. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Just one stroke off the lead.
We need this one to bounce right. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Like the look of this one. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. Pretty good shot there.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's get back to it, shall we? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
This one is all over it.
That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Little birdie look in here.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Still in the lead now after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. That's tidy. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well struck. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Go on, get in the hole.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
And that will take him to 7 under. It's Brooke Henderson coming off a birdie on her last hole, and that will take her to 2 shots off the lead.
Gunning for the lead now, Luke. This one could get very interesting.
Opting for the 5-iron. A quality shot, that. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, I like the look of this. Yes! What a putt.
And just with the slimmest of leads out there, Luke, this will be interesting to see how they handle the pressure.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Leading by 3 strokes now.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
Oh, no better feeling than to finish the round off with a bunch of birdies. Let's see if they can keep up for the next couple holes.
Needs this one to kick right. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Ooh, right by the hole. And back to the course with the live action. This putt to get to 10 under par. Oh, what a great stroke. Ouch, that hurts.
A birdie putt awaits.
Well played.
And a quick glimpse of the leaderboard, and they're currently first, with Justin Thomas second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
This one's dialed in.
And there it is.
He's currently sitting in first place. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
That's a little wayward.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
The equation's pretty simple. Chip this in and win the tournament. The chip drops and he'll win the event.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Luke, while they've been out on the golf course, I've been cooking. Here, smell this. We've got to eat up. It's some humble pie. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Travellers Championship is about to begin.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds ringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
Just needs this one to kick right. Lining up the birdie putt here. Wonderful shot.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. The second, a short par 4 playing up the hill, just 345 yards.
How aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take driver out and try and get it up to the front edge, or are you going to lay it back with a long iron? That are the two thoughts that players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a putt bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
Is that what they had in mind?
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. 7 feet to the cup.
This for par.
Looking good. Good putt that.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Currently 1 under for the day. The players will face themselves with their first legitimate test at TPC River Highlands, the par 4 third.
Dogleg from right to left. Just avoid those bunkers both right and left. And there's not a single one up there on that green. This green is fairly flat with runoffs on all sides of this green. It's a wonderful design.
This shot from 120 yards.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Well done. Take the birdie.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The 4th hole at TPC River Highlands certainly asks for a longer shot, Rich.
Danger here is leaving your tee shot out to the right in the trees and the bunker. If you hit it down the left-hand side, expect a much longer second shot.
Going with the 4-iron here. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
getting ready to play their third. 5 strokes behind our leader. He has this putt to save his par. Nice little putt to hole that one.
This player is putting for fun.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The par 3 fifth is no snack either, particularly at the distance of 230.
That's its only defense here, Luke. The green is fairly flat, has a couple of bunkers up there surrounding it, but to be fair, at 230 yards, it's a pretty simple, straightforward, long par 3.
Handy effort, that one. This one's for birdie.
They've got this to get ahead of Will Zalatoris and leave him in their dust trail.
Oh, so close. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. This one's online.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Looking like they're going to play the fade here. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The 6th is the first of our par 5s, and at 586 playing slightly downhill, Rich. Players should be enticed to go for this green in 2.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in 2. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
Nicely done.
And here we are with their 4th. Going with the 5-iron here.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
A bit short with that effort.
Okay, so that's step 1, but now going to hold a mid-range putt. This next putt is for bogey.
That will work.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 7th, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. 2 just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. The second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Just didn't drop. Big putt for par coming up. And that putt will drop. Well done.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. I really like the 8th here at TPC River Highlands. A good par 3.
This is a strong par 3. Water shouldn't come into play as it's some 15 yards short of the green. However, there's runoff areas both right and left that could cause some issues for these players.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Yeah.
What a disappointment. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The ninth is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich, but recently players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
Setting up here with a very long putt. That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead.
And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Good choice. Go with the 3-iron.
Oh, he's hit a tree there.
Sitting at 1 under the card. Playing their 4th shot. How close was that to going down? And this one will be for bogey. And with that, he moves up to even par.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Oh, this looks pure.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
What an amazing putt from way out.
So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Rich, the 12th, the par 4, measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Lovely touch. Well played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water.
This is their 5th shot.
That was wonderfully done. 6 feet remaining to the cup. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Oh, no.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Just hammered that through the line. Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Well, Rich, as we approach the closing holes here at TPC River Highlands, there are some significant shots to hit, and here at 15, it's certainly one of them.
The tee shot is most definitely an important shot. If you hit a little bit too far left, water scary close to the left-hand side. Out to the right is no good. Length isn't nearly as important as how straight you can drive it.
All in all, a very exciting short par 4.
Love this hole.
A big opportunity with an eagle putt.
And the putt drops. Now even par, heading down the stretch. Why not take another look at that effort?
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Birdied their last hole.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, a great par 3 this one, 16, all over the pond.
This is difficult because the green, even though it looks large, it really isn't. This is actually a very small green. Difficult to get a tee shot close to any pin position out there. Center of the green is just dandy.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Sometimes all it takes is just one big play to make a move, and that's an important one in this rivalry.
And it's time to recap that play.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Xander Schauffele currently on top of the leaderboard here.
Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And the final hole at TPC River Highlands. If you've got a low score on the board, you really want to capitalise with a great tee shot here.
Tee shot should be favored down the right-hand side. The first fairway bunker over on the right is really no bother for all the players. The one on the left can collect a few errant tee shots. Second shot back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that's just begging for you to go flag hunting.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
That was a beauty. Well, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 68. And with that putt, that'll bring his tournament to a close.
And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. TK Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Who delivers when it matters most? That's the joy of any rivalry. And this is a good one to win.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
This is on a great line.
And down it goes.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
Time to tee off at the second.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
Going with the 3-iron. Wow, what a shot.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
And the birdie with big wings on the table here if they can make this one. Tracking. Oh, what an eagle. Great putt.
He's currently tied for 7th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
It's time for a one-shotter.
Par 3, just 183 yards back up the hill. Semi-blind tee shot.
Going with the 7. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to behold here.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That's tracking. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
He's in a share of 10th position. Here we are at the 4th hole.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
And he's down there.
The wind is at their back on this one.
That's disappointing.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Big par saver coming up for this fella. I don't mind the look of this. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
TPC Deer Run, Rich, is full of forced carries, and the 5th is no different.
I love the second shot. Should you find the fairway, you have a very simple shot down the hill where you can see the entirety of the green. You will go flag hunting with your second at the 5th.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Five feet coming up to the cup.
Trying to save par here.
Good looking putt. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. He finds himself in a share of 13th. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
From around 120 yards here.
3 shots off the lead.
Just hoping for an outcome now. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That's a good putt to make. We'll take that.
And the sight we're used to seeing a lot, Xander Schauffele in top spot.
Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Well, that should find the bunker.
That's not the shot they're after.
Another missed green in regulation. They got to do better.
Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Not a bad line, this.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Setting up now on a par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Good shot there, Beamer. And this putt to move into the top 10. That was a gallant attempt.
A par putt awaits. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders.
We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Opting for the 3-iron here.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Yeah, well played. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots.
Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Atta boy, good shot. Time for the second shot at the 10th. And here we are with the third shot.
Just 3 strokes back.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. This is a good chance. Yes, they've made it. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot.
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Great drive, this one. They could get all the way onto the surface. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Didn't that look good for a long time?
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
Hey, nice looking line. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Just 2 shots back after that hole. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, This is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Fought against the wind to stick that one.
And as they stand over this putt, it's for a share of third spot. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. To the top 5 he goes. Currently 6 under for the event.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Only one shot off the pace. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. That's disappointing. Just 3 feet to the cup.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
If you feel brave, you can certainly take driver out, but I suspect a lot of players will lay back with an iron, giving himself a short yet simple second shot. A birdie here is a must if you want to win.
Oh, almost went in. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Oh, Rich, that's the special stuff. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Let's return to live play now. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous. Yep, that was all they could do. Just had to gouge it out and then try and get up and down.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
And back to the play, shall we? Getting ready to play their third.
Just one shot back now.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
He's got this for his part.
I like the look of this. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
He finds himself at a share of 4th. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
This putt to move into a tie for first.
You could use it with only 2 holes remaining.
Oh, just missed. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Putting for a par now.
Okay, let's head to the next. Currently 7 under for the event.
As we head now to the par 5 next.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Lining up now, this shot from the fairway bunker. Hope they brought their bucket and spade here, Rich.
You can't do that. I was just going to say that.
With a sigh of relief, happy to be putting again. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Just one off the lead after that hole. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Well, this is an important shot for this player. Knock it close, set up a birdie, and force that play off.
That's nicely done. High pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well, it felt like it was a could they, would they moment, Rich. But here we go. Extra holes for this player. Well, how about that, Rich? We couldn't get this one decided in regulation. We're going to sudden death.
Oh, and this tournament deserved it, Luke. So good all day long.
This will be intense, Rich. So much pressure, and these players won't be stopping until one of them wins the hole. Buckle up.
Oh, such an exciting day, Luke. Let's get into it.
Great shot. Well, it seems obvious. They really need to stick this one close if they want to have a chance.
They have to expect their opponent to make that putt, Luke, so you have to take a chance and get it close.
Well, there's still some work to be done here. The pressure of the playoff starting to show on this player.
Oh, that's got to hurt, Rich. So close, yet so far.
Getting to the playoff was a great accomplishment. However, losing on the first hole doesn't feel good, but still a good week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Yeah, he's going to have some bullets coming his way throughout this entire matchup. Let's see if he can dodge them. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going down? And he needs this to save par.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go in a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Time for the second shot into the third. Getting ready to play their third. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Great touch. Really nicely played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. And as we take a look at the fourth hole, the shortish par 4, Rich.
Yes, just around the 415-yard mark. Players who take out driver and drive it up into the narrow section of the fairway will get a really good look with their second shots.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup.
Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make their par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The fifth hole, Reg, a really good risk-reward short four.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
And here we are with the third shot. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
There it is. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Oh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Great touch.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Hey, that's a chance. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 1 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, as we face the 8th hole, what kind of decisions do the players face off the tee?
Well, most players aren't able to carry those fairway bunkers basically right in the middle of the fairway, so they have to lay up with a 3-wood or less, find the fairway that cambers pretty significantly from left to right.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Yeah, you could have an ice cream to go along with this sand day. It looks lovely. This is sitting pretty.
That didn't look like their best swing to me. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Time now for the 4th shot.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? A bogey putt awaits.
That's well holed.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Now 8 shots back after that hole. The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Putting for birdie here.
And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. As we begin the second 9, Rich, the back 9 starts with a par 5.
And a par 5 that players should be looking to take advantage of. Just tee it up and hit it as hard as you can. Fairway is wide open. Does camber from right to left, so don't get too frisky down that left-hand side.
And here we are with the third shot.
What's in front of them, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
If that's the right pace, this should drop.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them.
Currently 2 under for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Rich, I know this next hole is one of your favourites, the 11th here at the Renaissance Club.
This is one of the coolest holes I've ever played, Luke. It's a dog leg from left to right. Fairly generous teeing area. Don't want to miss it too far right, however. But the second shot into the green, this could be the coolest green I've ever seen. It's got more movement than any other green I've seen in competition. I absolutely love this hole.
Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. Here's Justin Rose. Okay, time to return to the action. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This is their look at birdie. These are on rails, looking good.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
And a par putt awaits him.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. And now at 3 under overall. Another beautiful hole, Ridge. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
This one has eyes for the hole.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. He's in a share of 12th place.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Okay, that'll work.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Surely it's going to.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
He finds himself currently tied for 12th. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
He's got a bit of trouble here. Bad lie just off the fairway. Ouch. Wow, did this come out beautifully? That's a perfectly fine result, hitting from a lie like that.
A putt for a place in the top 10.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Just a few holes remaining in the round. The 16th hole, one of the last true birdie chances, Rich.
It is. Tee it high and let it fly there, Luke. Don't go down the left-hand side and find any of those bunkers. Hit it down the right-hand side, and you got to believe you're going to make, at worst, a birdie 4.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt will take them to 5 under. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And what a way to jump into the top 10. This is Justin Rose.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
He's currently sharing 8th position. All right, Rich, the 17th.
This is an amphitheater-style green. All sides kind of work back towards the green. There is a little front left section, though. When they put the flagstick over there, you have a really good opportunity to hit it in there close.
And he's safely on the green.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Not bad. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Went straight down. That dog will hunt.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. And that putt will end up short.
This is, I can't believe what I just saw there. It seems surreal. This is crazy.
Another great event. No victory ultimately for this player, but at the end of the day, they're not really concerned because they were able to take down the great Justin Rose.
Absolutely, this player threw down their gauntlet this week to Rosie and beat him. It doesn't feel great sometimes to beat Rosie because he's such a nice guy, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Congratulations to this player on their success. I can't wait to see what they do next on the PGA Tour.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Royal Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While it might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat, and good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole. Going with the 7.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, that's a ripper.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole. Is tracking.
What a putt to make. Well done.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Oh, that celebration, that's a little spicy. I don't know if these two are going to be talking now.
This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. That should find the cut stuff. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one looks like it's going left.
Not the result they were after there.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 8 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here. Yep, tracking nicely.
That gets the job done.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Currently a couple under for the event. This hole here is a par 4. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently in 4th place.
Let's catch up with Will Zalatoris. And just a supremely accurate shot from way out. Right at it. And back to the course with the live action. 2nd shot here on the 4th. Opting for the 4-iron here. Good shot there.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
With this putt, he'll get 1 up on Will Zalatoris. What a match this has been.
It's on a great line. Oh, how about that one? And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Second shot here on the 5th. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. Nice stroke. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. He's currently in a share of top spot. Here we are at Lachlan Cross in the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s that just feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the prevailing wind, which is how this hole was designed. Go ahead and just bail out to the right. Avoid those bunkers completely. Then you can go ahead and lay up once again out to the right-hand side. Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in 2. From there, you're going to have a nice, simple pitch shot from, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 yards to a green. Fairly undulating, but still just begging to be birdied.
Good look at a birdie here. It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently in 5th place.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And now 4 under for the day. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. That's not the outcome they were after.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Yeah, we'll take that. Taking a look at the standings now, and they currently find themselves sharing top spot alongside HV3.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
This really looks good.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
And that will take him to 5 under. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the honour on the hole. Second shot here on the 9th. That almost went down. And this putt coming up for his par.
That gets the job done. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Got some good distance on that one. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Just a couple of spots behind the leader. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
Looking better.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Harold Varner III currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard.
The 11th hole at Lachlan Crossing is a strong par 4, 470 plus yards from the back tees, and there's plenty to contend with, Rich.
Luke, just that one menacing bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it. Now you got a second shot with, funny enough, no bunkers on the green. It's got a lot of undulation to it, especially on the front right part of it, so you can't afford to miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though, just fine, my friend.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. It's got a chance. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Wonderfully played.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Second shot here on the 12th. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently tied for the lead.
And here we are with their fourth. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's try and make this one. Only dropped the one shot. And a little slide down the standings after that hole.
Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver.
Well played, mate. Second shot here on their 13th hole. And here we are with the third shot.
And only one off the pace here.
A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And finds himself in a share of the lead.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. His 14th hole is a par 4 over 450 yards.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway. But for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Looks good off the blade.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Bubba Watson currently in the lead. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, this should find the short grass. That feels like a big play at the right time, Rich.
With this player sitting just one back, what a time to hit a great tee shot.
Putting for a birdie with big wings.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back close and limit the damage. Wow, that almost went in the hole. 7 feet to the cup. Oh, what a stroke. And that one's holed, and now just one shot off the lead as we make our way to the final stretch.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Bubba Watson is one shot ahead of the field. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Beautiful swing there. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
And coming up well short.
Whoa, what a massive play if they can get this one up and down. Clutch even. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Great opportunity here for him to drop this putt and get closer to the lead.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Bubba Watson is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. The lies aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough. Choosing the 9-iron here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
And he's down there. You got a read?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Solid par putt, that. And big bad Bubba Watson currently leads the field. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. Oh, that's a sweet looking swing, that one. playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Only a few shots off the pace.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Never known a pro who doesn't like a 63. Let's hold this putt. Go to your home ball. Go to your home. And that signs off on today's round. Well, there you have it, Henny. This player was unable to take them down before, but now they've finally done it. They've won this rivalry.
Indeed they have, Luke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They took that saying to heart and they came out on top.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the 3M Open. Today's coverage is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate.
Should find the green.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He finds himself in a share of 11th. As you said, Rich, TPC Twin Cities, not a long golf course, but ball in play is imperative if you want to make the birdies. Here at the second, water and bunkers come into play.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker down the right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot.
That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Gee, that had a chance, didn't it? And tapping it in for par.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Currently 1 under for the round. Rich, the third hole plays as a par 5 for when people get to play the course casually. But in this PGA Tour event, it's a strong par 4.
It is just over 480 yards, and the line off the tee is at those 2 fairway bunkers through the fairway. From there, you'll have an open look to this green that moves from back to front. It's truly a strong par 4.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Well, that's beautifully judged. 7 feet to the cup. This looks good. That's inside the range. At -2, going along nicely today.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
All right, Rich, birdie chance here at the 4th.
It can be, Luke, if your distance control is spot on. This is a 2-tier green, and when the pin is all the way in the back left, it can be difficult to get it all the way back there.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
This one's tracking.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. There's plenty of twists and turns around TPC Twin Cities, and the 5th is another.
Massive, massive fairway here at the 5th. So tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got around 100 yards here.
That's not what they were looking for.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
How close was that to going down? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
On a nice line.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Sitting at 2 over. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Rich, the par 5 6th. Reachable in 2?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
That's some good golf right there. Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Put the indicator on and it's taking a right turn.
Playing their 5th shot.
He's 2 shots back.
Oh, wow, Rich, how good was that?
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4-7th.
There's really no reason to be, because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for a par.
If it's up, it could be in.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently at 3 under for the event. Over to the par 3, 8th we go, and it's 205 yards.
This is a really cool designed long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course. Luke?
This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time?
And he needs this to save par.
Looking good so far.
Nicely holed, and for par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, this golf course designed by the legendary Arnold Palmer, and the 9th resembles the 18th of his Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds, comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the play, shall we? Getting ready to play their 3rd. 3 behind our leader. Oh, that almost went in. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Such soft hands.
And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The back 9 at TPC Twin Cities begins with a short par 4, just 375 yards.
No real reason to take out driver here and give it a whirl, Luke. Just a fairway metal down the left-hand side. Left of that fairway bunker there should set up a very simple and straightforward wedge shot.
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Now 3 strokes back after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Everybody likes going to the beach, except for now.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
3 shots off the lead.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Oh, lovely roll.
Just a short putt remaining here. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The players face an elevated tee shot at the par 5 12th, Rich, but keep an eye on the water.
Keep an eye on the water. No need to hit driver here. Just take out a 3-wood, and that golf ball will chase down the fairway quite nicely. In the second shot, slightly back uphill. I think most players will have no problem reaching this green in 2.
Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. That's on the green, but still a fairway from the hole.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
This one's tracking. And that will drop in for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And stepping up the standings after that effort, Rich the 13th, the par 3, measuring 216 yards. It's a tough one.
It is elevated tee box, but an elevated green as well. Not a bunch of room on the front part of it. Obviously more room as the green gets deeper, but the bunker on the right is an absolute no-go zone. It's very deep and very difficult to get up and down from.
He has this putt to save his par. It's on a good line.
Yeah, good job. Nice par.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. When they stand on the tee at the par 4 14th, Rich, I'd imagine that fortune favours the brave.
It does. I think that players, should they decide to take this tee shot on with a driver, want to go at the second fairway bunker, as this fairway pitches severely from right to left. A driver will get you in there close enough to hit wedge for your second shot, which turns a difficult hole into an easy hole.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
That's incredible. They've gone and holed another one.
Can't believe this, Luke. Again today. Simply absurd. What did this guy do this morning?
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Now 4 back after that hole. The 15th, par 4, and a strong one.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. 4 shots behind our leader.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This is Xander Schauffele.
Downwind on this shot.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. He currently shares 4th position. And Rich, here we are at the 16th at TPC Twin Cities, and not a long hole, but there's plenty of trouble around.
Water right, bunkers left, but let's face it, Luke, not a long hole. No need for the driver.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Ooh, that almost went down. An opportunity to make a par here. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 17th, again resembling the 17th at Bay Hill, all over water, around 200 yards.
Indeed it is, Luke. Thankfully, though, this green is a little bit kinder than the one at Bay Hill. Be sure to take plenty of club, though. Coming up short is silly.
Quality shot, that one. And this putt to move into a tie for second.
And if he should make it, tied going into the final hole.
Go on, get in the hole. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will take him to 6 under. And that finds him in a share of second.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Time for the second shot on the 18th. Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Just 3 strokes back.
Opting for the 9-iron. This could be wet. Sitting at 6 under for the day in a share of second spot. That might be one club too many. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And that'll bring his tournament to a close.
And Henning, here we were at the start of this rivalry, doubting they even had the capabilities to take them on, let alone whop them like that.
Luke, that was really incredible stuff. It was a pleasure to walk the fairways and watch that performance, that dominant performance. As you said, we didn't expect a victory, let alone a victory like that.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement these two will generate. Putting for birdie. That's frustrating. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Length really isn't a feature, Rich, at the Detroit Golf Club. At the second, bombs away.
Bombs away. This is probably one of the strongest par fours on this golf course. Basically just a straightaway hole. Just take driver out and get with it. Second shot should be coming into this green with some kind of short to mid iron.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Rich, the third hole, not too dissimilar to the first.
It's not in length. 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Get excited. This could go in. Currently 1 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The par 5 fourth is a monster. 616 yards.
This is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in 2, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to hit a really strong 3-wood, moving it from right to left to try and chase it up onto this green. Laying it up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their third.
And he's hit that inside the range.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Okay, time to return to the action.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Rich, this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross. An elevated green, and you miss anywhere, and you're going to struggle to make your 3.
Absolutely. Reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
A birdie putt awaits.
Ouch, that hurts.
Just a short putt. Closes the workout on that hole.
The par 4, 6th Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Just didn't drop.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into setting up, hopefully, an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Oh, well played. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 8th is a short par 4, measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just to lay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. Playing their 4th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
And that goes down for a bogey. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Currently 1 under for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Left yourself an opportunity.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And this one is for his par. Well holed. Let's move on. The back 9 at Detroit Golf Club opens up with a mid-length par 4.
Yes, a lot of players are going to take driver out and try and hit it up and over those trees and over the bunker down the left-hand side, setting up a very simple second shot into this par 4. It's a great opportunity to start off this back 9 with a birdie.
Yeah, this one, it's veering off a little bit to the right.
Sitting at -1.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt.
Now 5 strokes behind. The 11th is the longest of the par 3s on the course, Rich. Another strong one, around 230 yards.
Another long par 3 on the PGA Tour. It gets annoying after a while saying it, doesn't it, Luke? And I can promise you, as a former player, it was annoying to play them as well. Just be sure not to take too much club on this par 3 and hit it long, as this green tilts from back to front at a pretty good clip.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Oh, just missed.
This one for bogey. Job done. Let's head to the next. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Unfortunately backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Well, that's a handy shot. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
16 feet to the cup.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas. Now that's how you roll the rock.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last.
And that will take him to 1 under. The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Ridge. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their second. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Currently 1 under for the round. Just 5 holes remain in the round here, and there's some birdie opportunities starting with the par 5 14th.
Yes, at 560 yards, you just want to make sure you avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. From there, most players will be able to go for this green in 2 that is surrounded by water on the front and 2 deep bunkers over there on the right-hand side. It's a wonderful opportunity to get some confidence over the last 4 holes by knocking it on in 2.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Time for the 5th shot. Let's get back to it, shall we?
What's in front of them, Henning?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
Looking really good, this one.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard.
Rich, the 15th, a great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross, where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it and down into a couple of bunkers, left and right, 1 short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Go in. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Now 4 back after that hole. All right, Rich, a couple of strong par 4s remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat into, funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here. Nothing worse.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And he'll move into the top 10. He finds himself in a share of 10th place. The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who like to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Well, that's a nice line.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
You like that, didn't you? And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Oh, so close. Now, it's been some sharp shooting. This putt's for a final score of 66.
And that will do it for this player today.
Got to hand him to a Rich. Finishing the top 5 is pretty impressive.
Solid finish there. Top 5 is always a solid finish on the PGA Tour.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.